Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft video. We're going to be learning a new little piece of code today. So first thing you want to do is fire up the Thonny and your Minecraft on the top there. And you definitely want to make sure that you have this line of code all ready to go. We've already written that line of code a couple times, so you should be getting used to that. We're going to be working on a loop today, so we're going to be looking at a while true loop. So while true, and then just put a colon on the end. So I'm just going to hit shift and hold down that button next to the L. Basically what this does is this creates an endless loop. Anything inside this loop will run again and again and again infinitely. So when I hit enter here, you'll notice that the cursor indents in, actually that's 4 spaces in. Anything that is indented inside this while true loop will run over and over and over again until you tell it to stop by writing a little piece of code or going back to the line here. So this is the while true loop. Anything inside here is going to run. So we're going to put a loop. We're going to put a loop inside a while true loop. So we're going to go for hit in MC dot events dot poll block hits, and then do parentheses there and a little colon at the end. So basically this poll block hits is a function, so when I right click the mouse it registers whatever it hits, and this is going to be the event right here, and basically this event is going to look for a position. So we're going to have to write a line of code below this. So when I right click on something, it checks for what it hits basically. So I'm going to hit enter again, and you'll notice it indents it again. So it goes in another 4 lines because now I'm going inside another loop. So MC dot set block, which you've already used once, and I'm going to parentheses. So hit dot position dot x, and basically this is, you can see the for hit. So when I hit something, when I left click on the mouse with poll block hits here, the event is looking for the position in the x-axis. So this is kind of the connection between the two there, and it's going to set a certain block down. Okay, so I just put a comma here, and then I'm going to hit dot position dot y. So it's going to look for a hit in a position on the y-axis, and it's going to hit dot position dot z, a comma, and then the final thing I want to do is I want to designate what kind of block I want it turned into. And if you want to find the blocks, I think I have it behind here. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, here they are. So this little icon up here called Minecraft Block ID, you double click that, and that will show you all the different types of blocks you can write in there. Just make sure they are capitalized. There are a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I'll close that up actually, and I'm just gonna turn it into a melon whenever I hit. So I'm gonna type in MELON, and then I'm gonna close that. Okay. So basically you have a while true loop that's running over and over and over again endlessly. And for hit, you can see hit right there. And every time I right click the mouse button, it's going to check for an event. For that event, it's going to check the position, the X, the Y, and the Z position, and it's going to set a block down. And this block that it's going to set down is going to be the melon block. So let's go up and click play on here. Remember, you can also hit F5, and I like to do that. It's just a little bit faster to run it. And let's see if this actually works. So I'm just going to drag my mouse in here. I'm going to right click a block, and you'll notice that any block I touch now turns into a melon. So hopefully you've learned a little bit about loops and learned some new functions there. And you can change this to anything you want basically. So have some fun and play around with that. You can also put that last code you're working on in here to change the blocks behind you. So you can click on a block, it's going to change it to a block you want, and you can have maybe melons following behind you, whatever you want to do. Okay, have fun.